know what today is?
It's our LOCVERSARY. Hey,
Our LOCVERSARY. Hey guys, it's Taasha and Renee here. Welcome back to my channel. I have my husband with me and we are going to do a lock tag video. We decided to do a lock tag video together since we both are in two different stages. Today, July 31st, is my 6-month LOCVERSARY. I started my locks January 31st, and
tomorrow is August, and that will make, I don't know the exact date, but that will make 8 years I've been growing my dreadlocks. Well, I'm in that stage of, do I want to cut it?
So I have a whole bunch of questions here that we're gonna answer pertaining to the locks. Do you remember the specific moment you decided you were going to lock your hair? Where were you and how did you feel?
I don't remember the specific moment, but I remember like the time frame. I was in college, and this is probably like one of the dumbest reasons, but I was going to a lot of parties, and at that time, I
feel like I know the story.
Yeah, I just wanted to be able to like shake my hair in the club to like. That was part of the reason. Another is just because like I felt like it was just a part of my Jamaican culture to have locks, even though I wouldn't be a Rasta. I just like the way they looked. So during college is when I said I want to grow locks.
So specific moment for me locking my hair, I mean, it was just a matter of having patience because I knew I always wanted it from forever. And I always said like, okay, if all else fails, I'll just get locks. And that was just my last stage. And literally I've done everything with my hair. So it's like, what else can I do? I just need to get locks now.
It's about time, man.
So this is a representation of us, Beauty and the Beast. Technically he's a lion, that's what he thinks. Well, the lion, obviously you know that represents the king and he's my king. And anyways, so the lion have locks and so does the woman, and basically they're intertwined in each other. So before I had locks, I got this tattoo. So this was already here, so I feel like it was already destined for me to have locks because I already put this on my body. What method, if any, did you use to start your locks?
The method where they take the comb and the locking gel and like twist it.
Comb coils?
Yeah, comb coils. I don't know what they're called. But I tried to get my locks started twice. Okay. And the first time my hair wasn't long enough. Like the girl that started it was like, I can't grab your hair. And then I waited like a month, I went to somebody else, but she did it in boxes. And then another friend saw my hair and was like, why is your hair in box? Like, it's in rows. We need to have it like squared out different places so your lock can grow like evenly. And I was like, okay. So she did my hair and that's when I officially started.
Well, I started mine in coils as well, but my hair, being that it's colored, after we did the comb coils, we did a little bantu knot so it wouldn't unravel. What is the length of your longest lock and your shortest? I'll go first. My longest lock is this one.
It's my lock.
It's not yours, babe. Like, it's not yours. So this is the length of my longest lock. It goes all the way to like my hip. My shortest one, I don't really know which one is the shortest one. Your hair is like really, really long. Damn, it's like...
Actually, this may be my longest lock.
That's definitely not your shortest lock.
Do you know what my shortest lock is?
Of course I know where your shortest lock is.
Oh, well that one doesn't count because it's like it started on its own.
But it's still locked.
Alright, so it's this one right here. It's this little baby lock.
If you can start a new set of locks, would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I'd probably get them a little thicker. I got them thin because when the girl was doing my hair, I saw somebody else like across the shop and she was like, so what size do you want your locks? I'm like, that size. Yeah, and I feel like they're just, I needed them a little bit thicker.
I do like my hair this color, but I feel like if I were to start them over, I would have them more healthy because I feel it will either lock a lot faster and the texture of my hair would be different because with the color, this is not my real texture.
Okay.
So I feel like I would start it off healthy first, get it locked, and then probably put color in it afterwards.
That makes sense.
Have any employers turned you down for having locks or anyone wanted you because of your locks? When I started my locks in January, I was in school and I wasn't working at the time. And technically I am currently either self-employed?
Self-employed.
Or unemployed?
No, self-employed.
Whichever one you want to take it as. Like, it depends on the day. I could be self-employed or I could be unemployed. But
you're filming, so you're self-employed.
I'm self-employed right now. But yeah, so I never really had anyone turn me down or actually want me because of my hair. But with all the different hairstyles I've had, I've never really had a problem with working. So I don't think I would have ever had a problem with my locks.
I've never been turned down or anything like that. I did have a manager tell me like I wouldn't get promoted if I didn't cut my hair. And that made me like want to keep it even more. Like, all right, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and actually got my promotion with my hair.
As far as like people in your close circle, there's people who had locks since you started your locks, like people you've grown with, and having friends in like your close circle cut their locks off. Like, do you feel like you're ever gonna get to that stage? Would you ever want to trim it shorter? What is like your lock length goal? Or what's the next step?
Man, it's hard to say because like there's times I'm looking at my hair and I'm saying I should start trimming it. I don't want it to be too long. But then part of me is saying I really want to see how long this will go. You see my friends, like I started my locks probably 3 years after them and I've passed them. So I'm really proud of them. I feel like they give me some form of superpowers, like it gives me extra confidence. So I can't see myself cutting them off.
You know what's crazy about that whole situation with like locks? A lot of people's hair tend to grow faster when they have locks. Like for example, my older sister, before she started locks, growing up her hair was always like short. I'm like, okay, your hair gonna grow? Like you perm your hair, you had natural, whatever, and it wasn't really growing. But it wasn't until she started her locks, like her locks were super duper long. It's hard when you have people giving you techniques or tips on how to grow your hair faster. At the end of the day, it's still gonna grow, but everyone's hair does grow at a different pace.
Yeah, I don't take care of my locks like I should.
Why?
So because I'm lazy. That's one reason why I wanted to grow dreadlocks, because I didn't want to go to the barber shop. Like I got tired of like, I'm lazy when it comes to like my hair. And I love just getting up, trimming my own face, which takes 15 minutes, and that's it.
You actually were one of like the main reasons why I wanted to have locks too. Is because like how
I never knew that.
It's just how much you sit there and you talk about it. It's like, I love my hair so much, and how you never want to like cut it. It's like, you know what, I want to have that feeling. Like as much as I've changed my hair, I've never been like truly happy with like a hair decision. I've always been like, oh, I want to change it, I want to change it, I want to change it. And like now I feel like I can actually hold on to this for a really long time.
Yo, I never knew that.
Do you have any locks that are especially unique, strange, or awesome?
Yeah, I have this lock. At some point, it was one.
Dude, no, you need to do me a favor. You need to come up and sit like this. So you have the lock here, then you have this that you can separate into two, and that split into three. So he braided it and then tied a knot at the end.
Swag.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so that's my most unique lock.
This is the most unique one because this is definitely like a conversation starter. So when people see it, I mean, at first they were like, why do you have one lock in your hair? But now they can see my entire head is locked. But then it's kind of like, why do you have this one lock? Well, because...
Yeah, for people, this might be the first time seeing the video.
Yeah.
Why do you have that lock?
So I have this lock in my hair. Wait. That's so cute. So I have this lock in my hair because when I met you initially, almost a year into starting your locks, I met you. So I added one of your locks to my hair as a representation of our relationship.
Like the length of our relationship?
The length of our relationship, and basically this just represents, if you've seen my other video, this represents patience and time and commitment and strength, I guess, because like it's basically our whole entire relationship.
That is
in
correct.
A lock. So I basically just have a piece of him with me all the time.
So I know somebody like is gonna be like, so did he cut off the lock and give it to you?
He didn't.
So once in a while, I may be washing my hair, I may be getting out the bed, and like a lock will fall out.
You know why that is, right?
Because I don't take care of my hair.
Good answer.
Ba-doom.
Good answer.
If your locks had their own personality, like what would be their model?
My only thing that I could ever say, I mean, overall, is just like, I guess, trust the process. Because everything happens when it's supposed to.
I don't know what the motto would be, man, because like I started my locks from very, very small. They grew fast. I've had some fallout. I don't take care of them, but they're still strong. So I don't know what type of motto to give them based around those facts. Keep growing. Because they've been through so much, it's just like, keep growing.
Yeah, there's some of
Like,
them.
no matter what, like, keep growing. Like, keep trying to get better.
So I'm going to insert some pictures of him when he started his locks.
It was an interesting journey. I mean, there were times where I was going through the ugly phase, and then I'd go out and I had to try to make a way to, like, make it look good, so I'd, like, stand them up and stuff.
Or you used to have, like, a little, like a rubber band.
Oh,
you used to, like, tie it around your head and push it
Like,
back.
this far back. Because my hair wasn't that long, so it went this far
I was
back.
like, what are you doing?
Do you remember how excited I got when I could tie my own hair with my hair?
I remember that.
Man, that's like a huge moment with locks. Like when you can tie your own hair with your hair, you're like, oh my God.
What is life right now? Well, that's it, I guess, if you don't have any more questions for our lock tag video. It wasn't really like a lock tag because it was just us talking about our hair. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Thank you for having me on your channel.
So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Also, we have an Instagram page. We don't have a YouTube channel together, but we do have an Instagram, a joint Instagram, which is pretty freaking lit. So if you want a little insight of us outside of like locks and just laughs and a whole bunch of random stuff, check out our Instagram. It's called Beauty and the Beast, and I'm gonna link that down below.
Beauty and the Beast. DEH.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Oh my God, this is my favorite part. It's all done now. It's all done. I'll just be just fine.
I'll be just fine. Just sit back and unwind. Sit back, unwind.
It's all done now. I'll just be just fine. I'll be just fine. I just sit back and unwind. I will not lose my mind.
I have a question. Did you fart?
Yeah, I did.
Babe, it stinks.
I know, I didn't think it would stink. It was a really small, quiet one.